It's been rough lately. Walking around, I can't help but notice that the world is completely falling apart. COVID-19, what about the 18 other COVIDs? Have been completely ruined human civilization like a simulation gone wrong. People are being held up in their homes until the end of time, it seems. And perhaps it's getting to us. That's a shoe, silly. Serving the same infinite prison sentence, I thought it would only be justified to complain about it if I share what I do to keep myself sane most of the time. I'm Alex Pearl, and these are 5 things that I do at home during COVID. Biting into my number 5 selection is trying to fatten yourself up. Unlike a normal living creature, I lost weight at home over COVID. No idea why, but my doctor said something about a risk for sudden obesity. Eating comfort foods is always a surefire way to lift your spirits, at least if your stomach doesn't hate you. I personally love my Cheez-Its and Goldfish crackers. Never leave me alone in a box of either, or you'll come back to a murder scene. Seriously, I think there's something wrong with me. I've eaten a whole gallon of goldfish in less than 3 to 4 days, and yet I somehow still weigh less than a puma. With all due respect, please don't pig out on your favorite snacks. Not all intestines are created equal, and I am sure that I'm a mistake of nature. While these foods will make you feel good in the short term, just please try to limit yourself. Great snacks are ones that you enjoy indulging in, but aren't super horrible for you. Of course, you could eat a box of cosmic brownies if that's your thing, but who likes dying at age 30? Anyways, comfort foods are a great way to distract yourself from the sad reality. The next slice of knowledge is also a sad reality. For my next trick, I like old video games. Wait, hold on. Before you decry me as a nerd, let me explain. So I have this thing called a hobby, and it's called playing and collecting old video game consoles. Currently I have a Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance SP. Yeah, I have a problem, please don't rub it in. Engaging in a hobby you enjoy at home is a great way to spend your time in solitary confinement and can help you learn more about yourself and what you really care about. For me, that is taking old handheld game consoles, beefing them up into awesome gaming machines. What I've done here is taken an old Game Boy Advance SP and shoved it into a new clear shell with a brand new screen. Don't worry that I ripped off the charging port on accident, we don't talk about that. But the system is a great way for me to enjoy my old games and gives me a great project to work on. Now, would I recommend doing this yourself? Perhaps. Should you? Perhaps not. This topic is more about finding a hobby you greatly enjoy and indulging in it at home. And you know what else I enjoy? Fluffy four-legged creatures. Trotting into my number 3 pick is playing with pets. I mean, what else are you supposed to do with these things? Pets are an almost ideal way to have companionship at home. You can play with them, sleep with them, eat with them. Wait, are they just hairy babies? I'm lucky. I have 4 cats. No, 4 dogs, 5 cats, and a rabbit. They don't live together, but 3 of my dogs live with my dad. The other dog, 5 cats, and a rabbit. I have a rabbit? They live with my mom. With such an abundance of fur, it's quite easy to just grab one and do something what you want. Of course, cats will be cats and rabbits are weird, but dogs are really where it's at. 2 of my dogs are mini schnauzers, one's a Shishon, no idea what that is, and the other is a yellow lab. You can't ever run out of playtime with this much dog. Now, owning pets is a big responsibility. It's like permanently having a small hairy child that eats food off the floor. Understandably, some people aren't always up to the task, and that's okay. But if you can spare some time and money and energy, a pet is a fantastic way to get your steps in. If I had to recommend a pet for beginners, it would be a cat. Cats are aloof and take care of themselves, but also love to play and sleep. Dogs can be a handful due to their nature as pack animals with a strong prey drive. Sure, dogs can be fun, but cats are just easy. Just make sure you make the right choice and adopt from a shelter. What's also a right choice is my next entry. Button mashing into number 2 is video games. Now, I'm not talking about video game consoles, just the games. Video games are a fantastic way to immerse yourself in a world that isn't falling apart at the seams. Being locked inside means you can't really socialize the way your biology wants you to. And yes, as much as you think you might be introverted, your biology is built to socialize. Humans are social animals just like others. The only difference is that humans can survive without others, but there is something in our biology that just makes us require that interaction. Video games fill the void left by COVID. The biggest impact is from multiplayer games. You can work together with others just like you would in real life, helping to fulfill your social needs without dying. I personally like cooperative multiplayer games like Team Fortress 2 and single-player simulation games like Minecraft or Kerbal Space Program. I'm more of an introvert, but yet I still find myself craving that attention just like a newborn infant. What craves my attention is also my number 1 pick. Finally, we made it. Let me give you a second to relax your brain. Okay, your second's over. My favorite thing to do at home during the pandemic is video editing. Seriously, I love it to death. Making content is something that I just truly enjoy. Telling a story is in my nature, and editing is just my way of articulating a story. I use a software called DaVinci Resolve, which is free. I'd love to use Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects, but number one, I can't afford to give Adobe my arm and leg, and number two, I hate subscription software. Yeah, I get that the Creative Cloud is the thing, but locking your software behind a paywall that's subscription only? That's a deal breaker for me. DaVinci is free and has amazing features, especially its color grading feature, which is the best in the industry. Creating media, telling stories, this video, it's all my favorite thing to do. I've invested quite a bit of money into it as well. I built a whole new computer specifically spec'd out for video editing, and that is $800 well spent. If video editing isn't your thing, try drawing or coloring. They all fall in the same category, and it helps you relax and can be just plain fun to do. If you've never tried it before, try a coloring book. No, not the Dora Explorer one you found in the dollar aisle at Target. I mean one that has, like, actual drawings. It's complex, but not too much. You don't have to be good at drawing at all. Just pick it up and go. That was a handful, wasn't it? I'm still excited about all you can do at home, but the reality of this terrible virus will always sneak through the back door of my mind. Keeping yourself productive and occupied during COVID is vital to owning a t-shirt in 2032 saying, "I survived COVID-19, what did you do?" Now I only have one question left. When is COVID-20 gonna happen? I'm Alex Pearl from your friendly hometown station, M6.